Welcome to Squad Pod Sports, episode 6. Got a pretty good show to hear today, right before the week before the NFL kickoff here.
Can't wait.
Super exciting. It is almost here. We've been waiting for so long.
Can't wait.
Wasn't sure it was going to happen, but it's happening.
At one point.
Yeah, it was pretty scary for a little bit. Alex, still banned from the show. You still not on. We thought you were going to be on. Nope, you still banned.
Don't come around.
Don't come around. We talking about the NBA and NHL playoffs. What's going on there?
Oh yeah.
A bunch of contracts going out. A bunch of rosters were cut down to 53 men here before the week for the games. We had a fantasy draft. If you didn't watch the special, go watch that. We're gonna kind of talk about what we think about our teams, what's going on, and
I'm so excited.
of course,
for
the
that.
bias bubbles and the crazy sports stat back to the podcast, of course. So let's roll into it here. Football's back. We did our fantasy draft and everything.
When this is airing Thursday, football will be on tonight, so what are your predictions for that particular game? Texans Chiefs. Let's get this out of the way real quick.
Yeah, true. We should do this. Oh man, it feels good to do this finally. For predictions. I think the Chiefs are gonna come out of it with this one. I don't think it'll be a blowout by any means. I think especially because it's the first game of the season. I think it'll be pretty close,
With
especially
no
in the
training
first half.
camps,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a little sloppy here. I think all the games this first week are gonna be somewhat sloppy.
I'm gonna predict a close game, a very close game, with them Texans squeaking it out.
Oh, you think Texas is going to upset the reigning Super Bowl champs, huh?
I think if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be happening on this weird COVID year with no training camp. Everybody's on a even. I mean, you got Pat Mahomes. I don't know how even you could be against Pat Mahomes, but
yeah,
hey, they haven't had much more practice. It's not like you're out here just developing all this. And isn't Sammy Watkins a little banged up right now? It's just even
I feel
coming
like
into the
pretty
season.
much every team is somewhat banged up. Like there's been so many injuries on every team.
Deshaun Watson just got paid too, though. So
I'm a lot of people got paid.
I'm just thinking
yeah, there are a lot of people. A lot of people got cut because of the 53-man roster cuts.
Everybody's got their team.
Yeah, exactly. We pretty much know where everybody's at right now. Watson, he got that 4-year, $160 million.
Oh yeah.
He got thrown a bag, man. Oh my gosh.
He's gonna just be up, like for another contract in a couple years. So depending on what he does here, I don't know what Bill O'Brien's doing, but hey,
that's what I was gonna say. Is like they need to build around him now.
Yeah.
But who knows if Bill O'Brien's gonna be there to build around him?
Well, he's the GM now too, so.
Oh my gosh.
He's promoted himself.
Yeah, exactly. Another dude that got thrown a bag today was DeAndre Hopkins.
Yep.
He got a 2-year extension with $54 million, and he's like the highest paid non-QB in the league
ever.
And that's why ever. Like that's crazy, man. Good thing. Like he's a baller, man. He deserves it.
It's only a 2-year deal, so.
It's an extension, yeah.
Well,
and it's like he added a no trade and no what's it called? Franchise tag. Like he had
clauses.
No trade, no franchise, clause to it.
I gotcha.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with Kyler Murray.
He said he wants to be part of the build. He said he wants to like have a team, and like that's a good attitude to have, man.
Chandler Jones on defense. I'm always gonna have a little bit of love for Chandler Jones just because of the days in New England, but people sleep on Chandler Jones on defense. I'm telling you, man. Them Cardinals. Yeah. Maybe a little bit better. Well, I don't know. I haven't trusted the Cardinals since Kurt Warner's been back there.
Yeah, exactly. I love Kurt Warner, man.
They gotta prove me wrong.
Yeah, we got a couple other moves here. AP went to the Lions, signed a 1-year deal.
Be interesting.
I mean, that's kind of a somewhat crowded backfield. I mean, he'll probably be like just like a goal line back or something.
I could see him still getting some touches throughout games, but maybe not enough to be a viable fantasy option, especially in like a 12 team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking
Kind of
myself.
how like Shady was on like the Chiefs or something.
Right.
How McCoy Chiefs.
He might get a
Um,
touchdown or two, but
yeah, not anything that's like worth putting in a fantasy lineup probably.
right.
Kareem Hunt got 2-year extension.
Yeah,
Browns
I saw that as
13.
well.
Um,
That's all right.
Davian Clown found a home with the
1 year deal.
Titans. 15 mil.
They're gonna
Like,
try to for that Super Bowl this year.
oh my gosh. Well, I guess he's really like close with Vrabel, I guess.
hmm That make that,
Um,
that's cool. I didn't know that.
yeah, that's from what I hear. Josh Rosen is a Buccaneer now. Is Tom Brady, Tampa Tom, gonna teach Rosen the ways
No,
of the Q?
you
Is like
you
he's like,
saw what
I'm
he
setting
did.
this up. He's like, I'm just gonna build everything here for you. You're gonna be the future after I retire of Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay.
You saw what he did to Jimmy Garoppolo. That's all I'm gonna say. Thinking he's gonna train Josh
That's
Rosen.
why he's on the practice squad, not on like the active squad.
Speaking of practice squad, the Patriots currently have 0 kickers on the roster.
Really?
hmm We cut them
I
both
did.
and then signed them both to the practice squad. And there's like this weird, like there's a rumor going around about Bill Belichick using this weird rule where like you can activate 2 players from your practice squad and have 55 men on your roster in the week. And like I'm like this shady, crafty, like. but
Finding loopholes. That's what he's good at.
but apparently you can only do it twice a year
Hmm.
for a single player, and it can't be back to back weeks. So that's like that doesn't do the math, doesn't add
Yeah.
up. So I don't know what we're gonna do as far as kicker, but maybe it's just like a competition throughout the season to see who even still makes the team. Maybe he's still
That's
using
crazy.
this
You
shit as
you
training
have
camp.
something that's crazy in the practice squad because we have something crazy in the practice squad, which is the oldest player to be in the practice squad in NFL history, with Josh McCown,
Getting paid to
making
just have like a beeper
12,000 a week.
just
And bro,
waiting.
it goes deeper, bro. I found they gave out the details. He had an interview today where after every practice, every day, he sent the practice footage and he studies it, and then he calls like Carson, and then he calls like other people and like talks to them, walks them through it,
Right.
and then like apparently like he's coaching high school like he did like last year whenever he was with us, and like he said that he's still working out. He still like has the like school field to go out and work out on if he needs to. He's staying in shape.
Hey, I trust Josh
Like he's the
McCown to get a
emergency
good couple
QB.
games. Get a good couple games out of him if you need to.
Hey man, he just wasn't prepared in the playoff game last year. But then again, we didn't have Jalen Hurts and Nate Sudfeld available during the playoff game either, so that's why he had to play.
Man,
But yeah, that's crazy.
that is pretty
Um,
crazy.
it is pretty wild. I wasn't expecting us to bring him back. Um, who else was? Apparently, uh, contract pending is Aaron Jones from the Packers and Alvin Kamara. Apparently, they're both working on contracts as well.
Okay. You know Alvin
Um,
Kamara is going to get paid.
yeah. Zach Ertz was in contract negotiations, but apparently that kind of faltered a bit. We
Mm.
offered him less money than we did at the end of last year. Apparently,
Mm.
he still has 2 years on his deal as of right now. We were working on an extension,
How long until he's like, I
but
demand a trade. Get me out of Philly.
bro, I don't know. Like I'm thinking, like maybe he might not even have to ask for it. I feel like they could trade him while his stock's high,
Right.
since we have Goddard. But I hope not, because I love Zach Ertz. I want him to be in Philly for
We'll
life.
see.
But
Trade
it's
him to the
business.
Patriots.
Fuck no, bro. He would be like your new Gronkowski. That would suck so hard.
Him and Cam
We would
Newton.
never do that. As an organization, we would never trade him to you guys.
Cam Newton and Greg Olson was a nice connection.
You guys aren't big spenders. You wouldn't like go all out just to get Zach Ertz, who's already like 30,
Hey,
28,
do what you
29.
got to do to get the Super Bowl. Do what you got to do.
um,
Bill Belichick doesn't tank. He's not tanking.
so I didn't even actually think about it. We didn't go over this, but since we predicted the Thursday game, and we're not going to be able to film for the next week, let's predict the rest of the games for this weekend, for
Okay.
Sunday.
Okay.
Let's go over that. since that way we'll have something to see if we were right.
Right.
Come
Put a
back.
little record up on the
Um,
thing and tell you what our prediction scores are.
exactly. We'll make some predictions here since we already. I had Chiefs. You had the Texans
Mm-hmm.
coming out of that this Thursday game. The first 1 o'clock game here is Eagles and Washington. No names. I have my Philadelphia Eagles coming out on top. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. I think it's going to be like I don't know.
Nah, the Eagles go whoop Washington. Team name TBDs. You know what? And it's gonna
Listen,
be
I thought
over by halftime.
we played them the
Philadelphia.
first game of last year as well, and I was at the game, and we struggled the whole first half.
No,
I don't know.
I'm not
I
buying
I,
it.
I think we're definitely gonna win, but
Philadelphia
I'm
by
just saying.
25. No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
But I think Philadelphia's gonna win that game. That's my
I feel
prediction.
you. All right, cool. Next one is Seahawks and the Falcons.
Ooh.
1 o'clock game. That's a nice opening day game at one
I'm
o'clock.
gonna I'm gonna say Seattle. You know
Seattle.
why?
Ooh,
Because they're just Russell Wilson. That's all you gotta say. Russell Wilson. He's gonna come out the gates, balling. You know how many times I'm kind of sick and tired of him finishing like second and third in the MVP voting. You know he deserves that shit.
he
I'm
does
like,
deserve.
Patriots beat him in the Super Bowl, so I'm not a Russell Wilson fan by any means. I just recognize the man's talent. You know, I mean, shit.
Exactly. I'm a Russ fan.
Now I think about it, Patriots beat both of these teams in the Super Bowl.
He likes whooping my Eagles' ass, but I like Russell Wilson. I don't care. I
But
may
yeah,
hate the Seahawks, but I
that's
like
what I
Russell
mean.
Wilson.
I really like Russell Wilson, and it's hard to bet against him,
Yeah,
even a
exactly.
week one COVID game. You know, so
Yeah, yeah,
we'll
that's
see what
true.
happens.
We'll see what.
And
Who knows what kind of Falcons team that is too.
I even
Like,
have Julio on my fantasy team, so I need him to do well. But I still think the Seattle
yeah.
Seahawks are going to win that game.
Oh man, that's a tough one, man. I would probably take Seattle. I'll take Seattle over the Falcons.
Right.
I could definitely see that. I don't think it's gonna. I think it'll be close. I think the Falcons will be hanging with them. Um,
I don't think
who
it's going to be a
knows?
blowout. Seattle doesn't usually put up a ton of points.
Exactly.
So that's where the
But
Falcons will be able to.
just Russ always finds a way. He's like scrambling, making some
Exactly.
bomb throws while he's scrambling somehow. I don't know
He'll figure it
where
out.
this dude learned how to do that,
Him
but
and Pete Carroll.
old Pete Carroll at it again. Um, we got Jets and Bills next. We got a division game.
Oh, man. What do you think?
I guess they're all division games, aren't they? Yeah. Um, probably the Bills. I got Bills over the Jets
Same.
in that game.
Not much to say
Yeah.
about that game other
Not
than
much to say. The Bills. I think the Bills are going to be a nice team this year.
I think they are too. Probably going to win our division unless we do some shit. They're probably going to win the AFC East. So I have no reason to think the Jets are going to come out the
Yeah.
gate and beat them.
Yeah, that's your division to lose.
Right.
Next we got Bears and Lions. Ugh.
Ugh. A turd, a giant douche, or a turd sandwich.
Turd sandwich. Oh man.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go with Detroit on this one.
I would say I was kind of leaning the Lions. Matt Patricia, they kind of built a squad over there.
I just trust.
Old Matt Stafford back from having a broken back.
Right, that shit's crazy. But I trust Stafford more than I trust Trubisky, so that's an easy
For
one
sure.
for me.
For
There's a lot
sure.
that goes into it, but if it comes down to the wire, give me
If it
Stafford.
was Nick Foles in, I don't know. We would be talking something different. But I'll take Matty Ice.
If it was Nick Foles, then I would
Matty.
feel more
Matt
confident
Stafford.
in Matt Stafford.
Oh,
There's a reason Trubisky's the starter.
they still paying Nick Foles more than Trubisky to be there. That's all I know.
Remember, what was the dude's name? Matt Flynn? You know who Matt Flynn was? Seattle gave him a huge contract.
Yeah.
Then they drafted Russell Wilson the same year. Matt Flynn never saw the season, never saw the field.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't saying Trubisky's no Russell Wilson. I'm just saying Matt
Yo,
Flynn, man.
I saw a Drew Bledsoe Patriots Funko Pop online
Mhm.
the other day, and I was like, who the hell is going to buy a Drew Bledsoe Patriots Funko Pop. Like, why would you make this? Drew Bledsoe gonna buy that just to remember the good time.
Well, look, look what they made this.
They thought about me.
They thought about me. He's like, I have a ring from that 2001 season.
Yo, the next one we got. Oh my goodness, this is a 1 o'clock game. Packers versus Vikings.
Ooh,
That's gonna be a nice game as well.
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Ooh, okay.
It's a 1 o'clock game, so we don't gotta worry about primetime Kirk Cousins. Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams. What's his name? What's the coach out there? I forget his name.
Oh
Matt LaFleur.
Cool.
Matt LaFleur.
I'm actually gonna take the Vikings on this one. Vikings got a nice defense. I think Kirk's gonna be slinging it. He got Justin Jefferson over there now with Adam Thielen.
They lost Stephon.
They did, but I think Justin Jefferson's nice. He's a rookie, but there's gonna be some kinks to work out. But I think he's gonna be nice over there. I'm gonna take the Vikings. So we kind of split on that one as well.
Okay.
Next, we probably aren't gonna be split on, and that's the Dolphins versus the Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Patriots with that win.
No, Cam Newton's gonna come out the gate. Great. He's gonna come out the gate just slinging. Yeah. Maybe not slinging. I just think it's gonna be a close game. Every year the Dolphins play the Patriots like it's their Super Bowl both times. True. And when they win, they go crazy. I mean, the
Dolphins didn't upgrade a lot this year.
The Dolphins are no joke. They stole half our team. They stole half our defense. So Kyle Van Noy.
Fitzpatrick named the starter.
Yeah. Well, man, I feel bad for Fitzpatrick with the Deafness family, but like, sorry, man. Cam Newton's gonna come out here.
Yeah.
He's gonna ball on you. Bill Belichick.
I mean. Maybe on the slight chance that the Dolphins team, like this rebuild worked a little bit and they're hot, which I don't see it happening. I think
Brian Flores and the head coach knowing our fucking schemes and shit because he worked with us 3 years ago and shit like that. Like
maybe that's how
they beat us.
I don't think he's not gonna know this scheme though with Cam though. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole new scheme. He's not gonna be able to know that. I don't know. I'm taking the Pats.
I'm taking the Pats.
Lock it down. Next, we got the Raiders and the Panthers.
Give me Las Vegas.
That's what I was gonna say. I think I'm gonna take the Las Vegas Raiders. Panthers are rebuilding.
Yeah.
They have a new head coach, new system, new wide receiver. They got like Robbie Anderson over there. Robbie Anderson over there now.
He used to be on the Jets.
Yeah, he used to be on the Jets. Yeah. He's over there now. Of course, they got CMC. Unless he goes off.
He's a diamond in the rough.
Who knows? Diamond in the rough. Maybe he goes off. But I think
he's going to carry
the Raiders.
Carry him to 4 wins.
Depending on how Derek Carr looks.
I agree with you, though. Derek Carr is in a year where if he doesn't do something, like, not just be good, like, do something this year. Who's gonna sign it? Like, he's gonna, like, if Cam Newton struggled to get a job, wait till Derek Carr's contract.
He's been like, I feel like Derek Carr for some reason he's like had the pass all these years just because the Raiders as a team have like sucked.
Yeah.
And like, how is he any different than all these other like the Browns suck and is like. Baker Mayfield, he sucks. He's trash. He's get out of here.
Derek Carr's in a terrible system.
Derek Carr's in a terrible system. You can't fault him for that.
Fuck that.
I definitely agree. I feel like Derek Carr should be on the hot seat this year.
John Gruden's got 19 more years left on his deal.
He's like, we got Marcus Mariota now. If you don't do it this year, this is Marcus' team.
Like, you saw what Tannehill did when he switched cities. See what Marcus Mariota does.
See what happens.
I just think.
Yeah, I think I got the.
But I trust them week 1.
Yeah. Next, we got the Colts and the Jaguars, and I got the Colts by a long shot because the Jaguars are tanking right now.
Phillip Rivers, debut.
Phillip Rivers. I think Phillip Rivers is going to thrive at the Colts, man. I feel like he'll be really good.
I picture him And what's the owner's name? Jim Irsay, chilling,
Oh yeah.
just drinking, chilling, just like all Irsay's players just like enjoying each other's
I
company. Like,
feel like the Colts are the perfect team for like an older veteran quarterback. Like especially like Philip Rivers,
who
he's the
wears
perfect team
bolo
for him.
ties?
It is perfect for him. I think the system's gonna be nice. Him and Frank Reich are tight.
Yeah,
That defense is good. You got Marlon Mack, and they got a nice like running back committee there
absolutely.
now.
Marlon Mack has a chance to be top five running back. Just like he was great last year. Just
Yeah,
ended up getting hurt
exactly.
towards the end of the season. But
Hmm.
if he could stay healthy,
Yeah, and then we got a could go one way, maybe not. We got a Ravens and Browns. I say the
Ravens.
Ravens on that one.
That
Um, but we'll see what
it's
kind of
not even
Browns team shows up this year
get
that has
it.
any sort of like rhythm to it or not. I don't know.
Do I even want to talk about the fucking?
Oh no, we don't. It's not confirmed.
Let's just skip Ravens. Ravens. Okay.
Don't know about it if they say
If you know what we're talking about, you know what we're talking
Ravens.
about. It's the Ravens on that
Ravens.
one. Okay.
Texas Chargers, Bengals.
So that's another easy one for me. Even though they're starting a new quarterback with Tyrod Taylor, the Bengals,
Joe Burrow out
man,
here.
Joe Exotic ain't enough. He's not.
Joey Top.
He's not enough. I
That's
just
true.
don't see it.
I think the Chargers would be able to do it.
Chargers defense isn't terrible, and like
Tyrod Taylor.
damn near all of the Bengals is terrible, man. So I see them having another rough year, another high draft
Maybe
pick.
AJ Green's healthy. Maybe he'll do something for the Bengals, but
They're gonna
I don't
fuck around
know.
and end up in the running for Trevor Lawrence next year. That's
They're
how
gonna
bad.
end up trading Joe Burrow
That,
like for a like couple like a first rounder and second rounder, and then they'll already have the first pick. So like get Trevor Lawrence, and then you have a like dope picks to get
hey,
some like all these other good players
if
with.
they could pull it off,
How crazy would that be if that happened?
that's
They're
some
like,
shit the Browns have been
just gonna
trying to
trade
do.
Joe Burrow away, man. Who wants him? Jacksonville, you want Joe Burrow?
Yeah, what
Give
the
us one
hell?
of those one. Give us two of those first rounders you guys collecting because you're trading everyone away.
Okay.
They would do it too. Um.
What's next?
Oh, how is this? Oh, this is a 4:30 game. This could be a primetime game, and we got the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers versus the New Orleans Saints at 4:30
What?
on a
Week
Sunday.
one.
Week one, we got the fucking Tom Brady versus Drew Brees.
You know what
Tom
makes me
Brady's
happy?
debut as a Buck. How crazy is this gonna be,
You
bro?
know what makes me happy is like my job. I have Sundays off. You have Sundays off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have
It,
weekends off.
it's been a long time since I've had Sundays off, and I get
Oh,
to
I know.
no doubt watch football every single Sunday now. And I can't wait to like indulge them 1 o'clock games and then chill and watch Drew Brees versus Tom Brady. Are you kidding me? What's
Absolutely.
what's the primetime game? I know we're getting ahead of it, but what's the
Primetime game. Let's like it's two
okay?
away from now.
Okay.
So like we'll just talk. We'll just hit it on
Oh,
this one real
oh,
quick.
oh, oh, who you picking?
Um, man, Buccaneers and Saints. That is a hard game to pick,
I'm
man.
picking Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
I gotta go with it. The closer we get to the season, the more I want to see that motherfucker succeed for some goddamn reason. I don't want to see him win the Super
Bro, I
Bowl.
was gonna say, I feel like if I'm watching the intro whenever they announce him and like the team, I feel like I'm gonna get
I'm
chills
gonna be
watching
like,
Tom
oh
Brady come
shit.
out in another uniform. He's just like hype.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna get
wearing
chills.
my like Stephon Gilmore jersey during 1 o'clock games, and then that's when I'm gonna break out my Brady for the first time since he
Gonna
fucking.
wear it.
I'm gonna break it out for the 4 o'clock games. My New England Tom Brady. I ain't buy no Buccaneers jersey, but I'm gonna wear my Tom Brady jersey, and I'm gonna hope that he wins Week 1 against Drew Brees and them goddamn Saints.
That would be nice. I would like to see that, but I
But
think the Saints will come out with a win. But I think the Saints might come out with a win here.
okay, so we
And
split that one.
the only reason I say that is because I think the Saints they didn't really change much in the
No.
offseason, so they're gonna be running like a lot of the same system. They'll have a lot of the a lot of continuation going on. So maybe if that goes into this season, I would take them. But I mean, if who knows? The Bucks could just come out and show out, and Tom slinging it to like Mike Evans all day.
What if the Bucks project doesn't work and the Saints win by 45?
True.
Like
And
I,
then everybody doubts the Bucks until they go on their win streak.
because they have an easy ass schedule. I don't know the strength of schedule. I was just saying.
But yeah, I'd take
What,
the Saints,
what's
and you
next?
take the Bucks.
Taking
We
the
got the
Bucks.
49ers and Cardinals at 4:30.
I'm gonna go with the 49ers on that one, just based off of like experience.
Yeah, we don't even know what this Cardinals team looks like with D Hop.
I mean, I think they'll be
I mean, the
nice, like we were
defense is
talking.
nice, but I would take the 49ers as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I feel like they have a lot to prove. I don't necessarily see them getting
yeah,
back to the Super Bowl, but they're not gonna come out and drop Week 1 to the Cardinals.
exactly.
You know.
And then we got the primetime game is the Rams and the Cowboys.
Ooh. I could see Dallas dropping a big game Week 1, prime time. That sounds very nice to me. And I like
New system, new coach, Mike McCarthy.
Jared Goff coming out and just shitting on them.
That would be. I would love to see a Dallas loss the first week.
Listen, no bias here. I really don't care, but I do kind of like seeing Dallas get shit on. But like
I do too.
the other half of me likes seeing them win because it makes you upset. You know what I mean? The same way you like to see
Yeah.
the Dolphins beat my Patriots, like that feeling
Yeah.
that you're like, like just you know, just like so. That's the only scenario I would ever like root for Dallas, but otherwise, like
Yeah,
they
I mean
claim to be
that's a pretty
America's team.
well matched game.
Yeah.
You know, I could give it to either team. I could see the Rams coming out on top though.
Hey, I got Cooper Cup,
You
so I
know,
got a little stock in that
Cooper.
one.
I was gonna say Cooper Cup.
Right.
Yeah. I mean they don't have Todd Gurley now though.
True. They got Cam Akers, the other
Yeah,
running back.
that's true.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
So yeah, we got that, and then last but not least, the Monday night game is
We got two of them, right?
Yeah, we got two of them. I didn't even see the second one.
Doubleheader.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Giants, and I want to take the Pittsburgh Steelers on that one.
Two teams.
That defense, I feel, is going to shut down the Giants so hard.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. No, I just don't see it. I do kind of like that coach though. What is his name? What is that Giants coach? I forget his name, but like I've seen videos of him where he's like diving on the football and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
and then they're like spraying the hose everywhere.
okay, like he seems like a player's coach. He seems like a good dude at least. Like I don't
Yeah,
mind.
exactly.
But I definitely agree with you there. Tomlin over half the coaches in the NFL. So
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Big
And
Ben
then
coming
the
back.
final game,
I'm sorry.
Big
go
Ben,
ahead.
yeah. No, you go. We could tell. I definitely Big Ben coming back is a big plus for them.
Also, Juju
Makes me slinging it.
needs to be. Are you a number one or are you a number two at this point? Like,
Yeah, exactly. You
that's
need to
the
prove
type-
yourself,
that's
man.
the type of year it is for him.
Because they said there was talks about him leaving.
hmm
Like,
Where you
maybe,
gonna go
like-
if you're not, you know? I don't
yeah,
know.
if you're not being able to prove yourself, like,
He'll be somewhere,
are
but
you gonna be the second fiddle all the time, or what are you gonna do?
end up on the Bills behind Diggs.
Yeah, he has a lot to prove, man. Because you
Right.
know the Steelers, they're good at drafting receivers. They'll find somebody
They have
else.
great recruiting as far as that goes, or scouting. I mean,
Exactly.
what's
And then we
the
got
other one?
the Titans and Broncos.
That's how we end the week.
Yeah, that's the last game. It's Titans and Broncos
That's-
on Monday night.
Hmm. Titans.
Titans.
Jadeveon Clowney, Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill. Man, I think they'll be coming out the same way like I was talking about. Who was I just talking about having something to prove? Pittsburgh, like with Juju and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, or
That's
not
true.
Pittsburgh. The 49ers. Because
Yeah.
of the way last season ended. That's what I was thinking of.
hmm
I think Vrabel is only getting better. I still I got a little soft spot for Vrabel too, being a former Patriot, even though they ended our season last year. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll
okay.
never forget that Tom Brady's last pass as a Patriot was a pick six. I would never forget. I don't know if that was the last pass or not.
I think
Right?
it was.
I think
I
it
think it
was.
was the last pass of his career as a Patriot.
It's okay. I'm over it. Clearly, I'm over it.
Uh,
Okay,
um,
but
yeah, I mean,
I'm
I'm
good
gonna
with the
take the
Titans.
Titans, especially because I mean, the breaking news tonight was, I mean, Von Miller is seemingly out for the season now.
Yeah,
He's gonna need surgery. They said
definitely out for
freak
the
accident
season.
happened at practice today.
That's a
Uh,
huge blow for
that's
them.
it's huge blow. You know, I mean, if he was in, I kind of maybe would have bet on them to win. But I feel like that's such a momentum killer. Like I feel like that's gonna like something that affects the team the rest of the week.
Yeah,
I mean,
we just
I
saw it
don't
with the
know, and
Bucks.
especially affect the team in the game because I mean, you take Von Miller out, that's a big piece of your defense.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I definitely think that could be a
Okay.
pretty bad news for them Broncos.
Those are our predictions
That's the week.
for week one.
Yeah, so got a lot of good stuff coming up there. And then I guess we'll move on to what's going on in the playoffs for NBA and NHL.
NBA.
NBA, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the
Right
NBA right now.
now, but well, by Thursday this will be long gone. But right now, I mean today. Right now, the Lakers and Rockets are pretty tied, or pretty close. 63-64 in the third. 9:33 left. The Heat,
Good game.
the Heat won today,
Eliminated the Bucks.
eliminating the Bucks, the one seed
Eliminated the
Bucks.
Bucks. Giannis didn't play in the last game.
You at
I told you guys.
take them at.
Them Heat are not to be trifled with, bro. Send them Celtics. Send them Raptors at them. I think the Heat
Hey,
are going to the finals.
yeah, I
Mark,
don't
you
know
heard
if
it here.
they want to run
Heat
into either of
going
these
to
teams,
the
the
finals.
Raptors or the Celtics. That game's gonna mess around and end up going to 7. I doubt it. Boston's probably gonna wrap it up on Wednesday, but
I think they do.
I could easily see it going to 7. Raptors nothing like no like little Weenie Hut Juniors either.
That's true.
Clippers Nuggets.
That's Clippers Nuggets.
Clippers leading the
Yeah,
series 2-1 right now.
yeah, they just won last night.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of words being thrown around. A lot
A
of
lot
trash talk going on between
about
those
flopping.
two teams right now. A lot of flopping.
I know, right?
I mean, Pat Bev just needs to stay quiet. he's gonna get him full made of himself.
I know. I something about him. He just needs to be quiet. He's just talking so much. I
Yeah,
don't know what it is
like
about Pat
there's
Bev.
part of me because there's Kawhi and PG. I want the Clippers to succeed, but like then you have like Pat Bev and stuff where I'm like, nah, they need to lose. Like, like I don't know. I like Kawhi and Paul George and a
Right.
couple other dudes on that team, but I was rooting for him. I wanted to see a Clippers Lakers like conference finals. That would have been cool.
Hey, we'll probably end
But
up
who
seeing that
knows?
unless these Rockets do something drastic.
Rockets. Yeah, that's
LeBron
true.
had 29 points in the first half.
Jeez, man.
That's crazy. LeBron he don't be scoring like that nowadays.
He's trying to win that game. That's like we talked about it before. Is when you see Braun scoring like that, he's going for the dub. He
10 of
wants the
16
dub.
right now. He's made 4 3-pointers. What is LeBron doing? Why? Man, we need to wrap this up so I can watch this game. But that's pretty much the NBA playoffs right now, as far as like getting caught up on what the series are at.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, you know. I'm sticking by my prediction. I love this Heat team, to be
Yeah,
honest. And it's not just because I'm biased to Jimmy Butler, but like watching this team, bro, they're such a good, like, they work all around that, like, what's his name? Tyler Hero.
yeah.
He's like 23, and he is balling, dude.
He hits
Just
threes
hit
like
three after
crazy.
three after three. Like, that's the kid I told you about that, like, broke the, like, playoff record for three, or for, like, the Heat.
That's
Like,
crazy.
the team, yeah. Like, it's wild, dude. That kid is balling.
I mean,
And they got,
that
yeah.
future of NBA is bright, especially
Yeah.
with players like him and Luca and Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray, like John Morant.
Yeah.
We haven't even really got to see John Morant full in the
John
playoffs.
Morant. That's what I'm saying. That kid is going to be so special. And Luca, wait until he has, like, a healthy team around him.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
like, Donovan Mitchell, you said.
It's gonna be
There's a lot of
nice.
good players out there, man. I'm just waiting for my Bulls, to finally like get it together. I can't wait to be in the playoffs again, man.
See what type of draft pick they get this year.
Last time we were in the playoffs, Jimmy Butler was on the team, and Dwayne Wade, and Rajon Rondo. That was so
Now
long
we
ago
have
now.
Rajon Rondo.
Now you have Rajon
He's
Rondo
out
and
here.
Jimmy Butler's in the fucking conference finals on the Heat.
Hey, both of them
And
wanted to
Dwayne
keep
Wade's
playing.
retired.
They're like, hey, we're going to the playoffs, baby. We're not gonna do that here in Chicago. Sorry.
It was wild, man.
You,
And as far as we got the NHL, Flyers are out. Got
yeah.
eliminated, man.
Welcome to the club.
It sucks to see, but I actually I was expecting it. It didn't hit me as hard as it could have, because
Yeah,
I was like, man, the Islanders were such a good team.
they
Like
were.
I've talked about it in the other podcasts
They
where
just
like
got
we had no business going to Game 7 with them.
they got thromped on the other night though.
Yeah, it was like they scored 7 goals against them. That's what I was gonna say next. Was the Islanders in the first game of the series got swamped on,
I was like, what?
absolutely destroyed.
Who did they
Bro.
play? I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
get to see. Oh, I was
the damn Lightning,
the light.
bro.
Oh, they're the ones that
The
took us
Tampa
out.
Bay, bro. Listen, the Islanders got like 7 scored against them. If the Flyers would have advanced, we would have got like 10 scored against us.
It's not an HOU.
That could have been us,
Yeah.
because it definitely would have happened. But yeah, let me see here. It was 8-2 was the final score of the first
Damn.
first game of the series, bro. Yeah, dude. The Lightning,
8
they're my pick
goals
to
in a
win
hockey
it. It's gonna
game.
be like, yeah, it's gonna be them versus the Las Vegas Golden Knights, I think,
I was
in
gonna
the, in
say
the Stanley Cup
I'm picking the Golden Knights.
to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got the Lightning, man. I mean, that'll be a bet between us also.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I got. Dude, the Lightning are so good right
They
now.
are.
I mean, the Golden Knights are too.
To be honest with you, I don't follow hockey as much as I follow NBA or NFL. So like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I just that's just my pick. To be honest with you, is since my
Yeah.
Bruins got eliminated, I'm rolling with the Golden
Yeah.
Knights. I got to. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
they just won tonight.
Yep.
They just tied the series.
Nice, nice.
It's 1-1 now against the Stars.
I was gonna say they're playing
Um,
Dallas, right?
Yeah, they're playing the Dallas Stars. They
Okay.
were looking pretty good too.
Right.
But I think the Golden Knights are definitely going to come out of that series.
And then this is for winners. Is this the conference finals already?
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
shit! Winners go
Yeah,
to
that's
the
what I'm
Stanley
saying.
Cup.
Like, if the Golden Knights win and the Lightning win, they're going to the Stanley Cup, man.
Okay.
Stanley Cup, man, and I'm definitely watching that. 'Cause
Right.
That's going to be entertaining. But yeah, that's going to be super entertaining. And other sports news, we don't really talk about baseball too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's somewhat newsworthy was Bryce Harper from the Philadelphia Phillies
Making a
who
wild prediction.
making a wild prediction. They weren't doing so hot for a while, and then he came out in an interview saying they needed to win the next 9 out of 10 games, and lo and behold, what do you know? Phillies came out and won 9 out of 10 games.
They did it.
And they're like they're like gonna be in the playoffs, and this is like, wow, like what a wild scene. That's like, who predicts something like that?
I saw meanwhile the Yankees just slipping and sliding, slipping and
They started
sliding.
off so hot too.
Gonna end up not even making the playoffs somehow. It's gonna be crazy.
Crazy.
Baseball is a wild sport, especially this year. It's just, man, all of
Yeah.
them are crazy. I don't understand how you got twisting back here. I don't understand how we got Giannis and the Bucks out already. Like, are you kidding me?
Right?
If there wasn't a precedent for it already being last year,
Then that's what we've been talking about that past couple episodes. Is they had a lot to prove here, just like the Rockets and the Celtics and the Raptors.
and,
Well, not even the Raptors. They won last year, but
right?
they have a lot to prove, and they just couldn't do it. Giannis was hurt, I guess. He had
He
his
did get
ankle
hurt.
injury.
Yeah,
He
you gotta
did get
give him
hurt.
that.
He
He
was-
got
He was hurt.
his
Couldn't
ankles.
play. He was out.
His ankles fucked up.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't expect the Bucks to lose Giannis and
Right.
win. But
It
Yeah, it
just
is what it is,
surprises me
man.
to see him out this early.
Hate to see it. Just like how the Mavs, like Luca was hurt, and then Porzingis was hurt, and Trailblazers, Dame got hurt. And it's like you hate to see that, especially in the playoffs. Like you
Yeah,
want to see the teams like 100% going at it, but
full
you
strength.
can't always have that. Exactly. Can't always have that in the playoffs, especially in the bubble, I guess. Even though we thought the bubble was going to be
The bubble could still be a
pretty,
success.
it has been a
It
success
could still be a
overall.
success.
The bubbles can work, and hopefully the NFL will work. Hopefully.
I don't see why
Um,
not. If everybody can just follow protocol.
yeah. I mean, I think they just released a report today where they did like what was it, 3,000 tests or something, and I think they only had one positive, and they already got that under control.
Nice. So
So
you know
yeah,
they're doing their due
yeah,
diligence there.
everything is smooth sailing right now in the NFL ahead of game one of the first game of the season here Thursday night.
Oh, can't wait.
I'm excited, man. So I mean, that's pretty much all the news for the week. So I mean, there's only a couple things left to do here, Vern, and that's the bias bubbles.
Our bias
What's
bubbles.
going on? What's going on over there in your neck of the woods?
Talked a little bit about the Patriots today, but like one of the things I was going to talk about is how we only have 0 kickers on the roster because Bill Belichick and his own little loophole rule where he's going to. Who knows if this is what he's actually trying to do, but it's going to be weird to see if he runs with 2 kickers on the practice squad and no actual kicker. Like if he brings one up one week and then cuts one and then signs one again, and just I don't know what's going to happen with the kicker situation. But the
He's
53,
always like
he's
he's like
always
I feel like every night before he's going to bed, he's reading the huge like NFL rule book, bro. And he's just
exactly.
been doing it for 20 years, and he's like only like 3/4 of the way through it right now, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't know about
Like,
this."
you coming to bed,
So,
Bill? He's like, ah.
hold on, I found something. Let me get my highlighter out. Highlight this, mark this page.
And
Like,
I'm looking over the 53-man roster, and we have, yes, lots of changes. There's total players that have left 20. Not necessarily left, but that aren't even playing this year, whether that be the opt outs or free agency or injury, whatever. 20
yeah,
players, okay? It's looking like the majority of the starters is the same damn team we had last year, man. It's the same, like with a couple pieces here, a little bit
and the
different.
people
A
that
couple
opted
pieces
out and
here,
stuff.
a little bit different, and like it's, man, I think a lot of people are sleeping on them Patriots, and I know that's a crazy thing to even say. It's like, oh, we're
Hmm.
sleeping on the Patriots, but you know how our situation is this year. We got Tampa Bay out here just keep taking all the shot and all the expectations with them. That's what Tom Brady took to Tampa Bay was expectations.
I think there is somewhat of a spotlight on you guys, especially with Cam Newton.
But they don't.
I think,
I think if we falter, they won't necessarily be too surprised. We're like, oh well.
yeah, I definitely agree.
But I'm looking at this roster, man. I'm liking everything I'm seeing.
That's
Everything I'm
good, man.
seeing.
That's
I'm
exciting.
hoping
It's so exciting to
postseason.
hear the good things about your team and what's going on.
Absolutely. And then, of course, with the Lakers, hopefully keep moving on. I know we're going to run into a buzzsaw that is the Clippers and the matchup that we've seen coming since Kawhi signed with the
Yeah.
Clippers. And to be honest with you, I don't know. Man, the Lakers aren't playing the best basketball at the moment.
Are you
They
guys up 2-1 on the series right now?
no, it's tied up 1-1.
Oh, it's tied. I thought you guys were up 2-1.
But I just mean even like they seem to struggle against the Trailblazers. They struggled in the 8 games in the bubble, you
Yeah.
know. And it looks like the Clippers are just killing shit. They're coming on fire. Kawhi
Yeah.
out here blocking stuff with just one finger, and I'm just
With one finger. Yeah, the extendo finger.
fuck. How is he doing
Yeah.
this? Is he Michael
It,
Jordan
it
in
kind of
Space
makes you
Jam?
wonder if they have like
We don't
if
have
they
the
have
depth
to go the whole distance. They don't have the depth for it or the
to
energy to
match
go the
up
whole
with them.
distance.
But
Yeah.
I'm praying that they can. Let's go, please. Let's go, LeBron. Like
Yeah,
do the damn thing. But that's pretty much all that's going on with me right now. The Lakers and the Patriots. I can't wait for Sunday. Can't
I
wait.
know, bro. I cannot wait either. And that's exactly like there's a lot of news here on my end here in Philadelphia world. Um,
Philadelphia world.
the Philadelphia world over here.
With the
And a lot of good
Bulls.
news, in fact. I'm actually really more excited. Jason Peters walked into Doug Peterson's office yesterday morning and said, "Listen, I'm moving back to left tackle." And Doug Peters said, "All right, let's do it."
He's like,
And like
all right.
Jason Peters is back at left tackle, and it was his idea. Like we didn't even like apparently, like he just wants to help the team.
Right.
And apparently, rumor has it we're signing an offensive lineman in here for depth. So the O line, as of right now, I'm not worried about as much.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason Peters on Carson's blind side. I'm cool as of right
So
now.
you got some
Um,
dependency there.
exactly. So I'm feeling fine. Um, Carson apparently has had the best training camp of his career so far. He even surpassed his 2017. Like he's thrown more touchdowns with less interceptions and way more how they count like yards and like
Right.
touchdowns and stuff and training camp.
Right.
But he's like surpassed expectations. Hopefully he has a good season. Um, each year I kind of figure out that like this 53 man roster cut is kind of a game because like we released a lot of like 4 or 5 players I expected to be on the roster. We released them and then threw a couple people on IR and then signed these players back and
Exactly.
stuff like we released Cravion LeBlanc, who I was like, why is what? That was like a surprise to all Philly fans. We were like, why the fuck was Cravion LeBlanc released? And then like someone was put on IR, and then we signed him back. And it's like,
And
okay,
that's some of the
luckily we brought
first
him back.
players that get re-signed too. You know.
Exactly. But I mean, we got some other depth. We claimed a nice running back. I think I forget who let him go. It might have been Detroit, I think, or somebody. They drafted him, and I guess they like rumor has it they were trying to like do play the game also, where like they were trying to free up a roster spot to bring him back, and like we ended up scooping him from him, and he's like super fast and elusive. I'm hoping to see him, but yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out of
Cool.
Philly. They asked Doug Peterson about like Jalen Hurts packages, and he's like, I don't have any information for you on
Yeah.
that front. Would be a tight-lipped about that.
I
So
learned a
like
lot from Bill Belichick.
Deshaun Jackson looks really good, man. I'm excited to see him and our defense. Jalen Rager apparently is coming back week 2 as like he's on track. Alshon Jeffrey's on track for like week 2 or 3.
I was gonna ask how
So like
Alshon was.
yeah, they were saying Alshon might have been out until like October, but it seems like he's getting there. They're saying about probably week 2, 3,
Okay.
maybe probably 3. He's gonna come back. Which hey man, we need all the help we can get. Hopefully we'll be balling by then.
Hey, we'll see
But
what
yeah,
happens.
that's about all. It's exciting. I was super excited about the Jason Peters
Right.
news.
That's a good.
Yeah, that they announced.
It's a good move.
Definitely,
Get him
man.
some
Um,
protection.
I'm just worried. Yeah, I'm just worried about injuries now during the season because
Right.
you know how it is in Philly. I don't want another repeat of last year where we have practice squad receivers playing into the like playoffs. Like, come on now.
Right.
I don't want that, man.
Okay.
And I mean, there's nothing really else going on. Bulls are looking for a coach
Yeah.
as of right now.
I know how it
Flyers are
is.
out of the playoffs. Yeah, we already talked about the Yankees a little bit.
Pretty much
But yeah,
just Philly and the Flyers. Well, even though the
yeah.
Flyers season just ended, so
Flyers, yeah. I
just the
mean,
Eagles
as
right
far as the
now.
Flyers, I think free agency opens up for NHL in like October 9th, I
Okay.
think they said, or October 10th, the free agency. So there'll be
Everything's
a little bit of news
streamlined.
around then. Exactly. Yeah, I don't even know when the next season will start. So
Probably
yeah, so it's pretty much just
beginning.
Eagles news out of me every week now.
I can see the NHL season starting like end of December, beginning of January type of thing.
Yeah.
When does the NHL season usually start?
Oh
Like
man,
October?
I feel like it kind of starts. Yeah, yeah, or either like
I
September or
can't see them
October.
waiting the entire. Yeah, like they're definitely gonna try to squeeze that season in the same way the NBA is gonna try to squeeze the
Yeah,
season in.
usually starts at like beginning of October.
Right. Hey, we'll see.
We'll see, man. But that's our bias bubbles for the week. Um, what else do we have here? I guess we had last thing to do before we roll out here, Vern.
What?
You know what that is.
Oh yeah. Key of silence. Crazy
Random sports stat
sports fact of podcast.
podcast.
All right.
You know what it is already.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
It's more of just like a weird, like, and I bet you this is probably a little bit more commonly known, but maybe not. It's like a weird little, like, fact, you know?
Yeah.
A baseball game, okay? There's only 18 minutes of actual game that is played during an entire baseball game. There's only 18 minutes of either running or hitting or, like, trying to fake a pitch out or catching a... There's only 90% of the game is spent standing around.
like you sitting here for a 4-hour game for 12 minutes of play.
18 minutes
of play
is all that's actually active play in a baseball game.
Wow. I didn't know that, man.
It's crazy.
18 minutes. I'm gonna remember that. That's why I don't watch baseball, man. I'm better off watching golf.
Yeah. What do you got? You got one at all?
I got one about your Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. So about free throws?
It is.
Oh, of course.
Shaquille O'Neal has missed 5,317 free throws during his NBA career.
Oh, my God. I don't know. See, I don't know, like, comparatively to, like, a Stephen Curry. How many, you know what I mean? What's the percentage? That'd be like, what's he made, like 200 of them? You know what I mean? That just seems like a crazy number. You know?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna Google how many he's made. It says he's 52% for his career, so that's gotta be like a little over that, or a little over like.
It's not as bad as it sounds, I guess, but that's still a lot, probably.
That's so many misses, though. Like, imagine.
You gotta think you probably getting fouled a lot down in the post.
Yeah, Hack-a-Shack, man. That used to be like the way. That is the way.
Like, I want to try to find like an average on like how many like free throws has like Steph missed or LeBron missed or something.
Let me see. How many free throws did LeBron miss? Okay, let's see. BasketballReference.com. They have nothing but the best stats. Let's get a sponsor of BasketballReference.com, you know. Okay, so where would it be? It would be free throws attempted. Okay. Looks like, oh man, it's just giving me percentages.
Oh.
So, like, I'm not sure here.
Yeah, it doesn't like say how many.
Yeah.
I doubt LeBron has missed like 5,000 free throws though.
I mean, but he's played so many seasons.
That's true.
So who knows? But that is pretty crazy. It doesn't surprise me that Shaq missed that many free throws.
300 free throws.
Shaq, he's known for bricking.
Yeah, known bricking them free throws, man.
Oh man, that's wild.
Oh jeez. Yeah, man, but we had a pretty good show today. I mean, this was kind of a down week for us as far as news, but we covered it with pretty much like our predictions. We're gonna start the predictions each week.
Gearing up for football.
I'm excited, man. Football is finally here. I can't wait. Thursday night, we'll have a ton of news to talk about next podcast.
Go over our predictions. And then at the end of the season, whoever has the best record will get a special prize. We'll figure out what that is. But we're going to make our predictions every week.
That's a good idea.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please leave a like. Please subscribe. Also, hit up Squad Pod Sports on Twitter. Posting all the time. All the time.
Hey,
see you next week. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching.